Alright, what's going on, guys? We're back, and yes, we're going to be doing the fun stuff. You know, everything before this video was boring. We had to set up all that crap, but don't worry, now we're going to have fun. So I have two malware samples, so don't worry, we're going to give this to you, so don't freak out. So as soon as you have the malware sample, we're going to put it in a new folder. Let's keep ourselves organized. So let's name it malware, or name it whatever you want, and then grab it and put it in here. Alright. So we're going to be going through a step-by-step process. If you see on my right, you see all these notes. I had to take them because I want to make sure we do everything correctly. You guys can like copy this. I'll give you guys this as well if you guys want. So the first thing we want to go over is the file type. But before we do that, let's unzip this one. It says xmoon.bin.zip. So let's unzip that. Extract here. And the password is infected. Let me show you, all lowercase. So it's a .bin file. So basically, it can't do anything, right? If I double click it, nothing will happen because we defanged the malware, meaning like we changed the extension. So we need to know the file type of this malware because this will help us understand what we are dealing with. So in order to do this, we're gonna have to use an app called HXD right here. It looks like this. So go in your search, type HXD. I'm gonna show you another way to find the file type in the command line, but let's do this. And when we are gonna look for what file type it is, we're gonna have to look for keywords, and I'm gonna show you why. So let's see. So we grab this thing right here, and then we dump it in here. Right now we don't know the file type, but now I'm gonna show you some keywords to look for when we're looking for file types. So we have three keywords. We're gonna look for MZ, 4D, 5A, and then this sentence right here. This program cannot be run in DOS mode. These are basically signatures, right? Keywords that tell us this is an exe, like an executable, like a .exe. So let's see, right here, it says 4D, 5A, and then MZ right here. You see how that matches? You see how it highlights both of them? That's a decoded version of it. So, and another thing to look for is right here. This program cannot be run in DOS mode. Those three things, remember those, because those are the keywords that tell us this file is an exe. And the reason why this comes in handy is because sometimes malware, right, it hides inside of an image file, right? And some people might think it's an image, but in reality it's not. It's an exe. Let me show you why. So right here, let me show you this. So first I want to do is rename this to exe, right? Let me change it, press yes, and we see there's an Excel file, right? You see that? And let's change it to a JPEG. Let's actually rename it. I just want to show you what it looks like when you put in an exe, just to show you that it's an exe. So let's put, okay, let me rename it. I don't know why it's not letting me do it. JPG right here. And what do we see? We see an image icon, right, on the left side. Okay, let me open this. Let me close this. I'm gonna show you what I mean. I'm gonna show you how malware hides inside image files, right? But this is how we can catch it though. It's not going to get away from us. So we grab this image file, right? That looks like an image. We drag it in here. And what do we see? We see the same signatures. Nothing has changed. It does not matter if the malware changes its extension. We'll still catch it because we have these keywords. MZ, right here, this program cannot be run in DOS mode, and 4D, 5A. So let's go to the internet real quick because the internet knows everything. Maybe not, but so let's type in here. 4D, 5A. So let's go to Wikipedia, the best website in the world. So let's see, let me do Control F and let's do 4D and then 5A because I don't want to go. Okay, right here. So we see this 4D, 5A, we saw MZ, and then we see executable, right? And you see over here it says .exe files. So hopefully that makes sense. The reason why we must know the file type is because sometimes like we don't know like what we are dealing with when it comes to malware. Sometimes you might see an image, but is it really an image file? So these signatures really help us understand because exes hide inside of image files. So another thing we can do is, let's get this out of here. We can use this tool, go to your search, go to CMDR and just press enter. You guys are going to like this tool. Let everything load. Is that it? Okay, what we want to do is, we're not in the right directory, but I don't think that's going to matter, but let me change this to an exe. Make sure you change this to an exe because we need to. So we just have to do file right here, and then we grab this, drag this in here. Watch this. Look at that automatically. And let's see what file type right here. PE32 executable. It's an exe basically. So let's change it to an image file. We're gonna get the same thing. Nothing changes. That's why we have these signatures. Let's run the same damn thing. Okay, I did not mean to do that. Grab it and drag it in here. If it lets me. And then press enter. What do we see? The same thing. You can't hide from us. You know, we're going to catch it wherever it's hiding. So let's rename it exe again. I'm sorry, we're doing all this renaming, but I just want to show you guys. I want to get this like drilled in your head. So let's press yes, and then, okay. Now that you guys understand this, the file type, like, and why it's important, let's go on to the next step. So we're going to go fingerprint the malware. This is basically grabbing the hash file of the hash of the file. We do this because we want to submit it to like VirusTotal, like, or an antivirus website to see like what type of malware it is. It is like, is it a Trojan, ransomware, all this. So what we want to do is, let's minimize this. Let's open up, you can open up hash calc. I'm going to open up both just to show you what it looks like. What is it called? The hash calc? Yeah, and then hash my files. If you have this one. Did I spell it right? Hash? Well, let me see. Hash my... I don't think I have it. I might have to download it. Yeah, it's not appearing on my computer for some reason. Maybe I'm not spelling it right. I had it before. For some reason, it's not working. Let's see. But actually, let's forget about that. We just need hash calc. We just need one. But I don't know why hash my files was not with me. So we're going to grab this file and put it right here where it says data in that box and drag it in there. And we get the hash file right here. And then we copy it and let's go to VirusTotal. Because that's the most famous website out there. If you don't know what VirusTotal is, then you're living under a rock. All right, let's go here. And then click. So we can dump in a file, right? We can literally grab the malware file, but I don't want to do that. We can put a URL inside and we can go search and it says URL, IP address, domain, or file hash. We're going to get file hash. So file hash is basically like it's like a phone number of the file or like a ID card, like driver's license. So let's click enter. Let's see what we are dealing with. So see, it says, yeah, if you see this top part, it says UPX. We're going to need to know that. Don't worry about what that is right now, but later on, it's like, it's something really important. So let's see what we are dealing with. So we see Trojan, ransom crypt, malware gen. Keep going. This one just says unsafe. Oh, wow. So let's keep going. Trojan banker. Okay, that's more. Okay, Trojan banker agent. Okay, yeah, that's why you have to look through everything because we want to get a like full view. We see details right here. Creation time, when it was first created. First seen in the wild, like when it was the malware was first seen. First submission, when the person submitted it to VirusTotal. Last submission, that's probably me. I'm the last guy to submit it to VirusTotal, and probably you guys as well. And all this crap, don't worry about what these are right now. This is kind of advanced. Relations, these are the files that it dropped right here. And then behavior, what it does to your computer. You guys can go over that. Community, this is where all the defenders, our people, come together to tell you about this malware. So you guys can read that as well. This one says suspicious. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. All right, let's exit out of that. So hopefully that makes sense. So we fingerprint the malware to get like a better understanding of what we are dealing with. Same as like file type, because file type tells us what we are dealing with as well. All right, the next thing we want to go over is strings. So basically strings, it lets us see like what the heck is inside this file, like what words are inside this file. And sometimes we might find IP addresses, URLs like C2 servers, which malware calls to, and then Windows API. I'm not going to go over this yet. I'm going to use another tool to see this because this gets difficult. And we want to see encoding techniques, right? Like one encoding technique is base64, and PowerShell uses that. Because sometimes malware, it calls to PowerShell and it tells PowerShell to execute this code. So let's get rid of hashcal, get out of here. We don't want you. And the first thing we want to do is we want to go back to CMDer or CMDER. I don't know how to say it. And then we want to run this command right here. Strings. No. First, let's run this one. I'll show you what this one does. It's pretty easy, but let's run this one. Let's copy this. Actually, no. Copy. I'm going to copy this part because I'm going to do something different. Okay. And then I'm going to press space and then grab this and put it in here. All right, what is this command doing? So we're looking for strings. Remember we told you we're looking for those words inside the file, or I mean the exe. So, and then it says -n5. I want to look for words that are 5 and up, greater than 5, basically, because we don't want to look for like letters that are like 2 or 3. We want to look for letters that are like more than 5. So let's see. Let's press enter. So we're looking for words greater than 5. And then you see how it's going crazy, right? I should have probably bumped it up to 8. Like letters, 8 letters and up. See right here? Right here. 1. Let me highlight it. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 and up. Remember that, guys. So let's put it up to 8 because we're not going to see anything, right? So let's put 8. So I guess we're seeing some things. We go up. Okay, right here, we do see some Windows API. I'll explain it later. Don't worry about right now because I want to show you another tool that tells you. And then we see DLLs. That looks, yeah, that's suspicious already. But everything else is just, it's just scribbled, right? We don't understand this crap, right? Yeah, I don't understand anything over here. But we do see one thing. We see this keyword right here. That's why you run this. Let me go up. So let me go up. Hold on. I think I missed it. Right here. This program cannot be run in DOS mode. Remember, that's a key word for executable files. So if you have an image and you run strings on it, and if you see this sentence right here, that means it's an exe in reality. So hopefully that makes sense. The next command, let me show you what it does. Let me clear my screen because this looks really ugly. So for the next one, if you do this, you do is greater than and do output.txt. This basically just puts the strings in like all the strings in like a txt file, like a notepad. So let me show you what that looks like. But I have to be in the right directory. Right now I'm not in the right directory. Let me copy this command though. We're gonna need it though. Let's hold up. Okay, I think this thing broke. Hold up. Oh, never mind. Let's cd the desktop and press ls. Okay, let's put the command in. This is, oh my god, I think I don't have it. Let's try. Okay, let's try this now. Output dot txt. Wait for it. Oh, do you guys see it right here? So let's open it up. All this crap right here, you guys can read through, or you can do. You can change up the letters. So if you just want to see all the strings and you don't care about what you call it, the amount of letters that are in the word, let's just do this. We can just do this. We can just get rid of this and just keep this. And there you go. That's everything. But I'm going to stop that because I don't want my computer to blow up. So let me delete that. I don't care about that right now. And I could show you one more tool you can use. It's called bintext.exe. If you don't have it, then you might have to go online and download it. Don't worry. We'll probably provide a link. So what we want to do is let's grab the malware we have and put it in here. We're working with this sample right here. I'm going to leave the malware sample 2 for later. I'm going to show you why. Because I want to show you a cool example. So see over here, actually I grabbed the malware and I just put it in here. It says file to scan, and right there, I dumped it in there and it shows me everything. And you can literally, right here, we can literally search for words. So if I wanted to see an IP address, I'll be like let's see, I'll just do 11.22.11.20 or 11, I don't know. And I'll do find, and it doesn't show me anything. So if I do this is it. Let me see it. Hold up. Yeah, it might be broken sometimes. Let me see this program. Let's see if I can catch it. Can I find it? I don't think I can find it. Hold up. Yeah, I don't know. It's broken. But you know what I mean. Like, you can go through the strings. You dump the file in here, and that's it. Oh, what is this? Interesting. All right. Yeah, this is basically for finding strings. But now we want to look for encoded strings. So right here, we're going to be using two tools. One called Zor Search and the other one called Floss. All right, so what we want to do is we want to grab, let me clear my screen in the terminal. And then what we want to do is we want to grab this command right here, Zor Search right here. And then we're going to look for URLs, encoded like strings, right, in the malware that probably contain a URL, but sometimes it may not happen. When you're using these techniques, you might not get what you want, but you still got to use it because you might never know. You might find something you like. So let's grab this, grab the malware. I just like doing this. Look at this. Automatically gives you the location, and do HTTP. Do we see anything? We saw HTTP, but we don't see a URL because what the heck is this? So I only found one thing. Another thing we can do is probably this, because we want to look for, you remember that signature, right? This program cannot be run in DOS mode. That's for exe. So this, let's look if we find that. Oh, right there. What do we see? This program cannot be run in DOS mode. So we saw that. So that's one method. So that's what I usually use. You can do other stuff. You can play around with this. Just change the ending right here and keep this part the same. And the next thing we want to use is flaws. So I want to use flaws. I want to copy this or whatever location you got and then put it in here and press enter. Let that kick in. So we got all the good stuff right here. We went through all this stuff. I know this video is probably long, but don't worry. You guys will probably have to rewatch it and understand it because this stuff is cool to understand. You can like show off to your friends and family that I know it's static malware analysis. Oh, what do we see? Flaw static Unicode strings. Interesting. Hold up. Is that finished? So from here, it said it found some encrypted string. So it found a .dla right here, and it said file description. All this, everything right here is it was decoded, and it found this stuff. But right now, I don't see anything that I can explain to you guys. Compiled script, auto IT v3 script. Okay, but sometimes this doesn't work. So let's give it a bit. So let's see. In the meantime, let's unzip this malware right here. I'm gonna unzip it. Extract here. The password is cracking lessons. Hold up. .com. I'm sorry, this is a long password. I got this off a course online, and the guy made the password really long. I'm so sorry, but at least we got it here. So financials xls.exe. So that's the malware. So let's drag that back over here. And then I'm just going to get rid of this because we don't care about that. This is taking forever. Just press Control C. Yeah, just leave it as that. I don't know. That one didn't work as much. Sometimes you got to push, you got to put -S, and I think it would work. Let's try -S. I don't know. Some of these tools, they might fail you, some won't, but you know, you just got to keep trying it. But the last step we're going to go over, actually we have two more to go over. I'm just going to wait for this to kick in. Same error again? No. We still see the same thing, right? Up above. Okay. Floss decoded 0 strings. That's interesting. Because I never saw these strings in there before, but maybe I'm reading this wrong. But yeah. It didn't take too long, but you know what I mean. Sometimes you'll find things, sometimes you won't. But as of right now, let's clear the terminal. And then let's see. Packing. Okay. The next thing we want to understand is packing. We went over, let me go over what we went previously. So we went over the file type, check. We went over fingerprinting the malware or grabbing the hash value. We went over strings. We went over decrypting encoded strings like Zora search flaws. Then we want to go over packing. Packing is a technique where malware authors or people who create the malware try and use a tool that modifies the formatting of the code by compressing the code or encrypting the data. So they do this because this avoids detection by like VirusTotal or other antivirus websites. And the tool we're going to be using to track if a malware is packed is something called exe info. Let's open that up. Because this guy will help us catch if the malware is trying to pack itself or hide itself. So what we want to do is, instead of using, we're not going to use xmoon, I want to use something called financials right here, xls.exe. You see how that's an exe, right? And Excel files are not exe, which is kind of weird. That's another suspicious thing. So that's why I enabled the extension. So let's grab this and put it over here. In here. Oh, what do we see? Okay, this looks confusing. But the top part right here, what I'm highlighting, that basically shows you the packer that it's using to like, you know, hide itself. So it's using UPX to like pack itself. And under here, it says how to decode it. It teaches us how to decode this crap, right? So we're going to be doing that. So now that we know how it's encoded, like what packing technique it is using, UPX, we're going to decode it. So what we want to do is we want to move to the directory where the malware is at, or else this would not work. So my malware is in here. It's in, yeah. Let's go to CD and then desktop and then malware. Let's go to ls, a CD to malware. Oh shoot. I cannot spell to save my life. Oh my god. So we have financials right here. So what you want to do is copy that in here and just put UPX-D-O. So dash D, it told us right here what to do. It told us dash D, right? And dash O basically means output because we want to create a new version of the malware, the unpacked version. So right here, this is the name of the malware, I believe. Before that, we want to create a new name for it. So let's name it unpacked malware. .exe. Make sure you put .exe or else you're not going to get it. So right here, UPX-D-O. This is the new name of the malware that we're giving it, and this is the old malware. So let's press enter. Let's pray that it works, and it worked. It says right here, unpacked one file. Good job, guys. Hopefully you guys got it. So this is the unpacked file. All right, let me show you the difference. Let's make a new folder. Just say just name it Pac-Man. All right, and grab this and put it in here. And grab this and put it in here. Okay, what is the difference? Can you guys spot the difference? I'll give you 5 seconds. So if you guys were you know, good at spotting things, you would see right here. We see the file size right here. It's different. The unpacked version is 43 kilobytes and the unpacked is 56 kilobytes. So unpacked is bigger than the packed version, as you guys can see. Hopefully that makes sense. But like I said, there's so many packing techniques and there's so many ways to decode them. I'm not going to go over that because I don't want to blow you guys up into pieces. So let's exit out of this and let's exit out of this and exit out of this. We don't need this crap no more. Actually, don't exit. We need to go back. Let me show you a tool called PE Studio. It's right here, pestudio.exe. Open it up. This tool is going to make everything so much easier. So let's minimize this. What malware do I want to grab? Let's grab the, did I open up the right one? Hold up, exit out of this, I mean. And then where's my, okay, right here. Okay, thank God. So go back to this folder and grab the financials right here, not the unpacked, grab the packed version and put it inside the PE Studio, drag and drop. Okay, what do we see? It's an all-in-one tool. I'm gonna go over it pretty quickly. So it gives us the hash right here. And it gives you the file signature 4D5A. Remember that? And MZ, those are for EXE. And it tells us signature for UPX. That's really bad. That means it's packed. It's showing us what packing technique it is. If we go to indicators, it shows us like all the suspicious things that this file has right here. All this crazy stuff. All of it. All of it. Look at that. UPX, UPX, UPX. Name Russian. Wow, it's coming from Russia. And then we go over here. It automatically submits it to virus total. You can check that out. And then go to strings right here to the left side. And it shows you, if you click this, you see the X's right here. So it shows you the suspicious things in it. So it says virtual protect, right? And it says UPX. That's basically the packing technique. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, if you would look at the indicators tab, that basically tells you all the bad things about it. So this is like an all-in-one tool. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys. This video is pretty long, but go over it again to understand it. And that's all I gotta say. I hope you guys enjoyed this part. Next video, we're gonna go over the dynamic. This is where we're gonna destroy our virtual machine. Get ready to destroy your own virtual machine. So yeah, and we're gonna have to make sure we turn off the internet for this because we don't want to destroy our actual computer. So yeah, take care and peace, guys.